are you, folks? How are you doing? Welcome to our conversations where we are discussing goals this week. We want you to have a great and awesome 2021. And so our title to this series is How to Make 2021 Awesome. So we opened yesterday. That was part 1, and today is part 2, and we are talking Get Smart. Get Smart. When we spoke yesterday, we mentioned that it's good to align your goals to your purpose and vision. And so let's talk a little bit about purpose and vision. So your purpose is your gift, isn't it? It is your reason for being. That is your contribution to this world. Why are you here? Know your purpose. So if you don't know your purpose yet, we have spoken previously on this program on how to know your purpose. I would encourage you really to find out what your purpose is and then align everything in line with your purpose. So your purpose, as I say, it's your gift. It's what you bring to the world, something that gets you motivated, something that gets you up in the morning. That is your purpose. And your vision is that mountaintop picture of where you want to be. It evokes powerful emotions for you to take action. And it defines what one would say the optimal desired outcome for you. Where do you want to end up? So you've got this gifting. What are you going to do with this gifting? And that's your vision. And so when you align your goals to that, to the vision, I used the word easy yesterday. Perhaps I should have used the word simple. It's not easy to achieve goals all the time, but the process is not complicated at all. It's a simple process that you must follow. And so aligning your goals to your purpose and vision is what I recommend that you do. Okay, so what should we do in setting goals? So today we're talking about setting SMART goals. I know you've heard of the word SMART goals before, but repetition is really the solution to many ills. That's how we learn. We repeat things over and over until they become engrossed within us. And I always say to people, there's a danger in dismissing stuff and say, oh, I know that. Because success is not measured simply by what you know. Actually, success is doing. What are you doing about it? So you may know what SMART goals means, but what are you doing about it? And so let's go through that one more time and say, SMART goals. What are these? So SMART is an acronym, right? It stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So let's start with specific. When we say setting specific goals, what are we saying? We are saying your goals must contain the who, what, where, how, the detail of what it is that you want. It must be specific. Some people say set it in real numbers with real deadlines. That way you have something specific. That's the first one. They must be detailed. The second one, I think for me, very important. It must be measurable. All too often, people will set goals that are not measurable. So when we say measurable, what are we saying? We're talking about what evidence will there be to show that you have achieved your goal? How are you going to track that goal? So you want to avoid goals that kind of like use buzzwords. And a goal like, I'm going to spend time engaging customers. So you're in sales. I'm going to spend time engaging customers. How are we going to measure that? But if you are going to ensure that there's a number to it, 20 customers within 2 days or something like that, then that's measurable. People can track that. So when you set your goals, whatever it is, and some goals, it will be easy to get it to be measurable because, I'm extending my house by putting 1 room extra. Well, straightforward. Okay, so attainable. Make sure you can reasonably accomplish the goal. All too often, in setting goals, we all get carried away and write down things that may not be attainable, bearing in mind the capacity that we have. You must reasonably be able to accomplish your goal within a period. And be honest with yourself, Be honest with yourself. You know your strength. You know your weaknesses. So if your colleague is saying he's going to achieve 100 items by a certain date, you don't have to put 100. If you can reasonably do 50 within that period, put 50, because that's attainable. Because you see, when you set goals that are not attainable, that are too way out for yourself, and you fail to accomplish them, it crushes you. And so always ensure that when you're setting goals, set goals that you can attain, because that helps to build your self-esteem. When you build your self-esteem, your self-confidence, then you become the person you want to be, confident and able to deliver, knowing your limits, knowing your achievement. Of course, don't set goals that you will accomplish in 1 day. Then you're not challenging yourself, all right? Okay, so the next one is relevant. Set relevant goals. So if we go back to that purpose and vision, set goals that are in line with your purpose and vision, that are relevant to you. Because when you do that, these are the goals that you will achieve because they are you. You are doing what you are designed to do. You are doing what you are meant to do, fulfilling your purpose right here on earth. But understand what your purpose is. Know what your purpose is. And then make sure that that goal is in line with that. And in fact, don't try to achieve everything in one fell swoop. Now you know your purpose, now you know your vision. Everything must be done in 2021. No. Again, we come back to that attainability issue. Less is more, I say. Less is more. But do what you know, hey, I'm going to be comfortable doing this. And we'll talk a little later about reviewing goals. That when you set the goal, you reasonably sure in your mind that, hey, it's relevant to me, and I can achieve this within that period that I'm talking about. Then the last one is time bound. So we said specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and some people actually use realistic, relevant, realistic, and then time bound. Time bound. So you set yourself realistic ambitions, deadlines. I'm going to achieve this within the next, in 2021, part 1 will be achieved by March, part 2 by August, part 3 by November. December, you are celebrating, you have bought yourself some drinks to celebrate your achievements, right? But you have a time limit. You don't have a goal that's open-ended, because that's not going to challenge you. Have a goal that is time-bound. So it's specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's relevant, it's got a time limit within which it must be done. And this is where the use of accountability partners comes in, somebody to work with. Because we're human, so there will be times where we slack, where we don't have that necessary drive to achieve. And you need that somebody to work with, to help you get to cross the line, as it were. So in my experience as a coach, working with people, you can see there's times when someone is slack. And not because they want to, but because there's other things happening in their life. And so they take away attention from what they are doing. And so where you have an accountability partner or a coach or somebody to work with, that person drives you, that person pushes you. Like today, for instance, I had my session with my coach, reviewing the goals that we set and to say, where am I? I'm not going to say I've achieved everything, but I've done well. I've gone through the necessary steps and done what I think I should have done by now. So don't always get somebody who will make sure you will get there. Because achieving goals, let me tell you, there's nothing more joyful and rewarding than setting a goal there and going out and achieving it. You're building yourself and you're becoming better and better and better as a person. Okay. So the last one, as I said, is time bound, but there is one aspect I need to add, and that's E and R to our SMART goals, so that they become smarter goals. So the E is for evaluation. So we have set our goals. We're kicking off 2021. Somewhere in March, May, we're looking and we're saying, hey, we might need to evaluate this thing. Let's evaluate it. Where are we? And then review. So evaluate and review. So your goals are what? Smarter. Because when you need to review, you look at it, we must revisit this. Circumstances are such that we need to change 1, 2, 3, 4. But you're still on track because the big picture remains, but it's the details now around your actions, your milestones. What do we need to change? Even maybe change the goal. I know in 2020, a lot of people, when we did 2019 goal setting, a lot of people set goals and 2020 came, it changed a lot. And I'm encouraging you that if you set your 2020 goals and they were marooned by COVID, don't give up. Revisit that and set those goals for 2021. Yes, with the necessary adjustments, but set them because there's a reason why you had set them then. Don't give up. Go with them. Find somebody to help you cross the line, as it were. Work with somebody. But it's so important when you set goals, never to then abandon them. Because as I said, there's a reason why you set them. And to simply give them up and say, okay, COVID came, change them if you need to. But I'm encouraging you to pursue your goals because you want to become a better person. And the only way to do that is to achieve. And you're doing it at your own pace. Don't feel like you're pressurized. Do it at your own pace. But the satisfaction at the end of it all, when you can open that bottle of wine for those who takes a bit of alcohol, or a cup of coffee to celebrate, whatever it is you do, but celebrate, because every step of the way, encourage yourself, because that's how we succeed in life. Encourage yourself, encourage others around you, and hey, you'll become a better person. So that was part 2 of our Make 2021 awesome. And I thought we would talk about SMART goals, because I think once you get that right, I think it should be easy to move on. And tomorrow we will have part 3, and then we'll close it off on Thursday with part 4. Okay. Hey, thank you very much for watching. And I like asking you guys these days to connect with me and really help me find out what these messages are doing. Are they helping you? Is there something that you'd like to hear more or less? Less? Is there an aha moment for you? Are you going to do things differently as a result of this? Yeah, let us know, because I want you to live with intention, to be the best version of yourself. And the only way we can do it is to work together and get you to get there, as it were. All right, take good care of yourself, and hey, live with intention. Be good now. I will talk to you again tomorrow. This is George. Bye-bye.